have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Well, my name is going to be Radon. How you doing, Jeb? That was quite a storm last night, wasn't it?
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the car.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Alrighty. And right off the bat, we've run into our first mod, which is weapon sheathing. Not counting the graphical mods and aesthetic mods, right? That's not a freeze, guys. That's just a part of the game world loading in as a result of the alternative start mod that we have, which is going to be useful in many circumstances, but is not a mod that's really going to come into play here.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
You do not have the aesthetic of politeness.
On deck, now.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Nor do you.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Now that's more like it.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
So we have a mod now that allows you to pick from the various playable races of Morrowind. But for our purposes, we're going to play as an IMGA. Which are a group of ape people from Valenwood. Let's make sure the screen cap doesn't lie and we get the right hairstyle. Which is the row hairstyle. That's pretty good. I love that style there. Very cool. But there's one other. There's the one I think we want. Nope, not quite. There's the one we want. Just a singular ponytail with the 2 earrings. I think that goes well with what we're going to be providing here. Now, IMGA have several unique characteristics that are going to make them a very, very dangerous class when we get all of our bonuses put together. We've got Speechcraft of 15, because IMGA tend to be fantastic orators. We've got a Mysticism of 10, because, again, they're very steeped in the mystic arts. Hand-to-hand of 10. Acrobatics and Mercantile, which aren't really going to factor in, so we won't worry too much about them. They do have a weakness to poison, which we're going to eliminate with our sign that we choose. They have Resist Paralysis of 50%, which is very good. Then they've got Prophet's Denial, which is a fabulous power. It's going to demoralize and give sound for 30 seconds, so going to be great against spellcasters. And then Soul Branch, which is detect animals 60 to 80 feet, which with some of the predators that are on Vardenfell that are actually very strong, especially in the early game, that'll be useful. It'll kind of fade in usefulness as the game continues, so not super worried about Soul Branch as a spell or a power. But it's nice, and it's a toggleable power, which means you just toggle it on and off, which is cool. Probably 0 cost, if I had to guess. So, yep, we are in IMGA. Something that you likely don't see too much on Vardenfell.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Very businesslike, this Imperial. So far we've had one neutral, one polite, 2 rude asses on the ship. I value politeness, as any self-respecting IMGA does.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Let's take a look at your class list. Let's just take a quick peek here. I don't see anything that's going to be of use to us here. Yep, you don't have our class, so I'm afraid, sir, we will have to fill out these forms ourselves. So we come from a rich tradition in Valenwood. I am a mendicant knight. A beggar knight. Steeped in the mystic arts, with aspects of speed and endurance. We are swordsmen, and also great in martial hand-to-hand ability. And of course, the subtle magics of speech, mystic arts, and conjuration. As a swordsman, it's always good to be able to keep our weapon in good order, and to be able to fight and run for long distances without getting tired. We excel in the unarmored and lightly armored disciplines. And last but not least, in the alteration of the world around us. Because as any good person seeking royalty, we seek to make the world our own.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
We are going to take the ritual. But which one becomes the question? So we get a really nice, cheap restoration spell there. We get a Fortify Maximum Magicka bonus, which is nice. So we get plus 10 to willpower. And then we get some really, really useful powers for us. And powers are something we're going to want to collect as part of our character, but the Fortify Willpower, 25 points, and the removal of the poison weakness, that completely removes the poison weakness, and more importantly, it's going to fortify both our unarmored and hand-to-hand to even further levels. So we're going to take that right there over the Magicka bonus.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
All right. So, a respectable beginning. 55 strength, 40 intelligence, 66 willpower, 44 agility. Now, some of that is going to be due to our hydration and stuff, and we'll get into that later. So, basically, it's 50, 40, 60, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Respectable start to our Mendicant Knight. We'll take that deal.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Alright, for release by Imperial Septim VII's decree to the District of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind. Name Radon, race IMGA, class Mendicant Knight. Signed by Sociutius Ergala, agent of the Satanine Imperial Census and Exus Office, 16th of Last Seed, 3rd Era, 427. Thank you, good sir. Now, before we leave, a little bit about the Mendicant Knight class. I meant to write a little blurb in. The Mendicant Knights follow 5 rules of royalty, and this is going to be the rules of this playthrough. So, first rule: violence is the language of the universe. Second rule: truth is dependent on your ability to uphold it. Third rule: want is the true blade that leads to royalty. Fourth rule: aesthetic is a lie and therefore reliable. 5. Strength carries burdens others refuse to bear. Now, if those rules sound a little bit opaque, they are. But you'll get a sense for what those rules entail as this character continues on.
To the next building and talk to Celis Gravius.
Thank you, good sir. Naturally, as a Mendicant Knight, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take what we shall. A Mendicant Knight must always be discernful of their environment. Hriskar, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. So it's a letter between Ganseal and Hriskar. Information we may perhaps be able to use eventually.
First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celis Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind.
Say your background's not important, but everyone's background is important. Don't devalue yourself, sir. Don't devalue yourself.
I am Celis Gravius, a knight-errant of the Imperial Legion.
I didn't ask you your name and your position. I asked you who you are. Who are you, Celis?
I am a knight-errant of the Order of Ebonheart, and an Imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise Office here in Satanine.
That's not what I asked you, once again. You don't know what you're talking about, do you? Very well. Very well, puppet. Give me my task.
Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention.
Well, then give them to me. And you're right. You don't need to know. You've made yourself irrelevant as soon as you give me these duties.
This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal to your name.
Where's Balmora?
Balmora is north of Sedanin. The road passes Pelagiad Village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone the scout at Auril's trade house here in Sedanin. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it.
We may do that. And Caius?
Report to Caius Cosades in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him.
Goodbye, Celis. I can't say it was a pleasure speaking with you, and I don't know if we'll ever speak again. You should hope we won't. So we've got the directions. Packages on the table. In code, of course. Radon, you have been given these directions in a package of documents. Do not show them to anyone. Do not attempt to read the documents in the package. The package has been sealed, and your tampering will be discovered and punished. Follow these directions. Proceed to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district. Report to a man named Caius Cosades. He will be your superior and patron, and you will follow his orders. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called Southwall. People there will know where to find Caius Cosades. When you report to Caius Cosades, deliver the package of documents to him and await further orders. Remember, you owe your life and freedom to the Emperor. Serve him well, and you will be rewarded. Betray him, and you will suffer the fate of all traitors. I have the honor to prepare this at the direction of His Most Sovereign Majesty, the Emperor Uriel Septim. Glabrio Bellinius, personal secretary to the Emperor. Well, it would appear that we are currently stuck. So let us travel our road of fate and see where this path might take us, shall we? But before that, a few more things that we have to sort out. Now, even though I am IMGA, I have begun to follow the teachings of Boethia, and from that have formed my duties as a mendicant knight. Boethia is the prince of plots, a Daedric prince who rules over deceit, conspiracy, secret plots of murder, assassination, treason, and unlawful overthrow of authority. This sphere is destructive in nature, and his destructiveness comes from inspiring the arms of mortal warriors. Worshippers are known to hold bloody competitions in her honor, battling, even killing each other. Sometimes described as a male and commonly as a female, often within the same text, Boethia is also known as the anticipation of Almalexia, and it's going to give us a plus 20 bonus to Longblade, if we choose to be a follower of Boethia, which we shall. Next up is culture, and as an IMGA, sadly, there are no cultures available to us, so we won't get these bonuses and detriments. So it's both a plus and a minus, so we're going to choose none. No other choice. Last but not least, we have a few choices here that work for IMGA. That can work. And so IMGAs are a beast race of apes native to Valenwood. IMGA blood flowing in your veins grants you bonus to agility across a penalty to personality, but we're not going to have IMGA admixture of blood. We are pure IMGA. So again, we have Sinistral Myrrh, which works. But we need man tribes of Valenwood, and the other races of Tamriel are the only ones that work here for us. So Algema, we're Western Cyrodiil, Eastern Cyrodiil, So those aren't going to work. Golden Saints are dangerous, so those don't really work for what I'm trying to do here. Aliens don't work. Do Duraki work? Living in Hammerfell, so Duraki do not work. All the half-blood stuff works. So we'll revisit that in a second. Horwali is Black Marsh. Those don't work. Kep2 is Hammerfell. That doesn't work. Kathringri, Black Marsh, doesn't work. Limothete doesn't work. Black Marsh tribe. Men of Gay, I think, is early man tribe wiped out by aliens. That doesn't work. The Needs doesn't work. The Orma does not work. That's Black Marsh. Prairies, Hammerfell. Rontha is, yeah, early man tribe, Western Morrowind. That doesn't work. So let's take a look at what does work here. So Half Dunmer would be the obvious play, but they don't get anything we really need, and it hits our willpower. It does give us a bonus to intelligence, which is good, and resist fire, which is good. The agility bonus is always good. What does Breton do? Because that gives us the Fortify Maximum Magicka, but penalty to agility and speed and strength and endurance I don't like. We'll do admixture of Dunmer blood flowing in our veins. That's what we'll do. So at some point in our lineage, our father, grandfather, or great-grandfather was a Dunmer. That's going to work, plus the intelligence. But the problem is that it leaves us with no admixture of magicka. That's the problem. But it works thematically. Well, magic isn't the primary focus of this build. It's kind of an additional thing we'll break out on occasion. Let's do Half Dunmer. Let's do the Dunmer admixture. So yeah, a little bit of a struggle bus, a little bit on the struggle bus starting out. We're only going to have up to a maximum 100 magicka. But again, that works with the build, right? The main spell we're really going to be using in the early game is Fatigue Absorb. And when we finally get Conjuration to a point, and Conjuration in a real pinch. So I think we're ready to get started here. Been a little bit since I've been back in Morrowind. Been playing the Abekian Shores. Going to take a little bit of break from that. Get back to the alien, yet the intimately familiar. And we will start our go.
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time. Are you the one that boat dropped off?
I am.
See a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring.
Before we get into that, tell me about yourself. Let's not get straight to a task or a request or a business. Who are you? I am Fargoth, a commoner. That doesn't tell me who you are, once again. We're going to run into that a lot. So, okay, very well. You're a waste of my time. Tell me about your ring.
I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you?
There's no point in lying. I'm not going to lie to him. That's against my code. I found it. I wish there was an option to say I found it, but you can't have it. But since that's not an option available to us, yes, I found it, and you may take it.
Amazing. Thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now.
Now, in terms of lying, like I said, you can rely on lies, and that is part of my overall rules, but not about a ring. Not about a petty trinket like that. I don't want it bad enough, so want plays into that. He said go see Ariel at the trade house, which is where we're heading.
Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
Not really. Not particularly. Let's just barter. Whoa! Let's get that pulled up, and let's get that pulled up. And yeah, that's what our buddy told us to do in the last playthrough, and so we're finally getting to that. So, all right. So we're gonna keep the bug musk. That's always useful because we really are gonna run it. We don't have any illusion magic. Drew wax has no nutritional value, so we're gonna get rid of it. Grave dust, that has nutrition and bait value, so we're gonna keep our crab meat. No, not really much nutrition in the marshmallow as exists, so we'll get rid of it. Slowed soap is an easy sell. Nope, that has nutritional value, 15. That's very good nutritional value. We're going to keep the bread. Not worried about herbs. That's something we can cook with later, but not really interested in cooking now. Small Kwama egg, not much nutritional value there, so we'll leave that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We'll keep paper, because paper has a very unique thing that we're going to be doing. Remember our conversation on aesthetics. And this left bracer can just screw right off. Alright, I think we're good. Overall, field easel, that's kind of nice. But as of right now, I think that's everything we need. 144 gold, and we're going to actually press him. I want 200 gold. We'll give the 3 before bargaining down to 190. 3 again. Go down to 180. Nope, he drives a hard bargain. He's going to be a hard ass. There we go. That is more like it.
Trade house.
No, there's no need for you any further. I do need directions, speaking of.
Welcome to Aryl's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
I'll take a water refill. And how are we well fed? We're still fine as far as feeding. We're good there.
Hello.
Speak, traveler.
I hope you won't take too much of my time.
He is a hard man, all right.
Go ahead. You're not interrupting anything. I'm alone. Scout. You need directions. Pelagiad, Balmora, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivek.
Balmora. Hello. Pleasure to meet you, though. Introductions first. You said you're a scout, which, again, not who you are, but that seems to be the Zeitgeist around here.
Balmora
Just tell me about Balmora,
seat
then.
of House Hlalu, and the largest settlement on Vardenfell after Vivek City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmora, passing through Fort Pelagiad and Pelagiad Village. From Balmora, roads lead north to Aldrun through the town of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing.
Thank you.
I'm a busy gal, so we could hurry this out.
All right, so we leave the village by the North Bridge and follow the road east past the Siltstrider Port, and from there head northeast through the ridge and intersects on the northwest-southeast road and past Pelagiad, okay? Shall we begin?
What's this about? Yes, what do you want? If you're looking to get out of Seydamin, I'll be happy to give you a little advice.
I'll take your advice.
New here? Take the Siltstrider to Vivek or Balmora. Fast and cheap. No trouble with wild animals. And smugglers and bandits. And outlaws. Go see Darva Mehlaren over at the Strider Port. Over the bridge and east along the water. And tell her Vodunius Nucius sent you.
Vodunius Nucius sent me. You speak as though you're a somebody, Vodunius. I don't think you are much of a somebody. Someone who would tell me to take a Silt Strider to avoid any kind of struggle when struggle is all there is. No, don't deal with animals, smugglers, bandits, outlaws. It's safe, it's easy. That's what you recommend. That tells me you're an absolute nobody. I'm going to reject your advice, and I'm going to take the hard road. Something you'll never know anything about. Goodbye, weakling. I hope you eventually find the struggle that you truly need. These new mushrooms, added by Random Pal, are just a phenomenal accent to this region. I absolutely love them. Stone, huh? We'll learn more about brush crafting in later on. That's not something that's immediately something we're going to be discussing. Welcome to our first new region outside the Bitter Coast, the Ascadian Isles. Skinnable. But we don't have a skinning knife. That's something we will have to try to acquire. Welcome to Ascadia. So there's Pelagian. So we're all caught up. The road continues north and swings northeast until it reaches a four-way intersection. The road to Balmora turns left, northwest, and descends into Foyata Mimea, a deep volcanic ravine. Road follows the ravine northeast for a short distance and then turns and climbs. Okay. Got it. Absolutely beautiful.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Begging your pardon.
And you
Have
as
seen
well?
a bandit nearby. I must find him.
A bandit? Does he need slain? Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly, a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle and talked to me for what seemed like forever.
What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nalos Onmar. A name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love?
I will not help you for the sake of love, no. I will help you because it's a walk that's literally 5 minutes behind me. And you could go and you could begin your search. But you won't because you're too weak to do it yourself. So I will take up the burden that you refuse to do for yourself. And in doing so, I will eat your weakness and turn it into strength. So I will try and help you find this man. Please understand, though, that when you enter into this arrangement with me, it doesn't mean that this will have a happy ending. Because he has to be with you for the sake of love. And if he doesn't, I will be compelled to find and kill him. So I hope you two end up together, I truly do, for your own happiness. But let's do it.
You'll try? Thank you, so I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about having to head south, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagiad. Please, if you find him, give him this glove for me as a token of my love. I'm certain he will want to find me again.
You're a fool. But fools can be useful. Fools can be infinitely useful. They are a source of enlightenment and training. So she said to head back toward Pelagiad. And it looks like there's a back path we haven't explored yet, so let's do that. Oh, too late, we missed it. But we'll go up the main path, and we'll take the back path back when we return. Hi, I'm Dralas Gulu. Do you need something? Tell me about this place.
The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivek, Seydanin, Balmora, and points north. And then some veterans took their mustering out pay and built themselves some little farms here. And pretty soon there's a few shops and a trade house. It's a pleasant little village. If you didn't know better, you'd think you were in Daggerfall or some other high rock town.
I know nothing about that. Perhaps you have what I seek, sir. You look like a person off of the land.
See something or move on. I'll be happy to help you, stranger. I'm Kunthar. People are fairly friendly here in Pelagiad. We don't mind answering a few questions.
I'm looking for Nalos Onmar.
Nalos Onmar. I've seen him around here. Quiet man, keeps to himself. Not too sure what he does, actually. Other folks might know more than I do, though. Might check in the tavern. They get all sorts of folks there.
A resting area. We'll take a quick wait here. And just relax. We'll also take a drink of water while we're here in the tavern. Might as well get a hot meal while we're here, too.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
What do you want?
Food and beds, or both at the same time? Your choice.
I'm not paying 29 gold for a hot meal. Not happening. I'll simply eat some bread and be satisfied. And that did the trick anyhow. And you are the Dunmer I'm looking for, you appear to be.
What's your question, stranger? Can I help you find your way around Pelagiad?
You are, sir?
I am Nelos Anmar, rogue.
I have a glove for
You
you.
have... What? How odd. She was a lovely young woman. But what would she want with a rogue like me? She is beautiful, though, and seems sweet. For the first time in my life, I actually felt a little remorse for robbing someone. I should see her again. Here, take this. Tell her you have a note from Nelos. I must see her again. I won't forget this, friend.
I'll take the glove, but you are to go and see her, and you are to bring the amulet back with you when you go and see her. So, whether she has the amulet back, whether she has the jewels back from your reunification or your return, does not concern me. But if you do not go and see her, when next I meet, I'll kill you.
Until I'm with her again, I'll keep it close to my heart. Now go. She must get that letter.
And I mean that. If they're not together, the next time I come across the two of them, I'll kill him. Privacy isn't my concern. Let's take a look here. Marie, truly I was enchanted with you from the moment I saw you. I beg your forgiveness for my past transgressions. While I cannot imagine what a woman of your beauty and breeding would see in a rogue such as me, I thank the gods that you have sent for me. I will come to you as soon as I can. Until then, yours, Nelos. Worthless sentiment. We'll see what he actually does. Ah, here's our back road. Ah, here we are. This island is a much more diverse place than I thought it would be. The Dunmer, of course, being known for their superstitious nonsense and their hatred of outlanders. We've still yet to find a quill and an inkwell so I can begin to paint. That's going to become important to my character and the pursuit of aesthetic. But for now, we'll just continue on our task.
What can I do for you, friend?
I'm back, fool girl. I must find that bandit. I believe he's in Pelagiad. Perhaps he'll come back to find me, though.
Yes, they were taken, but that's of little importance. It's the man who took them I must find.
Well, here's your note from him.
He gave you a letter to give to me? Wonderful. Thank you, sir. I knew that he cared. You know, you didn't have to do all of this for me, and I really appreciate it. You're clearly a wonderful person. You should visit my friend Emuzet Brak in Tel Arun. She's a wonderful person, and I think the two of you would get along famously.
Farewell, but you should be better to yourself. You yourself should have undertaken this task. You would have been stronger for it. But I'll gladly take your weakness and turn it into a strength, as always. This Lord Vivek thinks a lot of himself, and as he should. He has attained a semblance of royalty, hasn't he? I hope to meet him one day. Yep, apes strong together. Well, this ape states that apes only as strong as the members want to be. There are many apes that are just weak. But we'll turn that weakness into strength. Because we, Orgus, are on the path of royalty. Five rules, Orgus. 5 rules of the Mendicant Knight. Violence is the language of the universe. Strength carries burdens others refuse to bear. Truth is dependent on your ability to uphold it. Want is the true blade that leads to royalty. Aesthetic is a lie and therefore reliable. The rules of the playthrough. Let us walk the road of royalty together, friend. We are weak, but we will not be for long. Because we seek the words. This must be Balmora. Indeed it is. We'll have to paint a landscape here. Fruits, vegetables, and leafy greens. Support local farmers or try our imported goods. Pomegranates from Malagamur, Scrib cabbage from Alt Orathan. Figs and olives from Cyrodiil. Potatoes and radish from Skyrim. What I seek is not food. What I seek is information. On the South Wall Corner Club.
South Wall is a working-class corner club in Balmora, east of Odai River, on the south end of Labor Street, owned by Bacola Closius.
Tell me about Bacola.
Bacola Closius is the owner and proprietor of South Wall, a working-class Balmora corner club east of the Odai River.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You were useful. One of the greatest things you can be. So Orgus says, making the Balmora Canal a useful port for goods from the mainland makes so much sense, and I'm glad mods did it. Yeah, we finally got a worthy Balmora mod to stand up to Detail Devil's overhauls of, and BCom's overhauls of Aldrune and of Sadric Morris. So Detail Devil came along and added some great compatibility to make them truly grand cities. But I feel like BCom's Balmora was always lacking in comparison to the Detail Devil overhauls of the BCom cities. And so Balmora never had anything like this, and now it does, and it's absolutely fucking beautiful. And if you ever told me I would be an IGMA standing here in Balmora, overlooking a true version of the Odai River, I would have never believed you even 10 years ago. But here we are. For Morrowind, we are absolutely in the best possible timeline.
Greetings, citizen. I'm Sotilda. Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Flalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you?
The fact that you define your identity as a loyal citizen of anything is disturbing to me. But tell me about Southwall.
Yes, this is the Southwall.
So we're in the right place. And Caius Cosades, where is he?
That old sugar tooth, I'm not sure where he's living now, but ask Bacola Closius, the owner. He'll know.
And where is he?
Bacola Closius? He's the owner. He must be around here somewhere. Oh. Come on, then. Say something or move on.
You don't look like a Bacola, and you're in the way. Yes, move. You're well dressed, but you're not Bacola. You don't look like a Bacola. Are you Bacola?
Citizen. I'm Tapius Estricus. This town is Balmora, council seat of House Lalu. We're loyal citizens of the Empire and proud of it. Well, most of us anyway. So, are you looking for someone in particular? Are you looking for services? Is there some specific place you'd like to visit? Would you like me to tell you about my trade?
I'm looking for Caius Cosades, but I'm not interested in speaking to you further than that, but tell me about it.
Interesting, old fellow. Been in Balmora a long time, since before the district reorganization. Been in some trouble, but he apparently knows some people. Goes off for a while, then comes back. He's a veteran, I think. Has friends over at Fort Moonmoth. Don't know where he gets his money, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't legal.
Where's Bacola at?
Bacola Closius? He's the owner. He must be around here somewhere. Let's hear it.
Laugh out loud. Sugar Lips hasn't seen any IGMA in a while. That's new. She did. She did say that's new when I walked by. That's new. Upstairs, perhaps. Yep, there he is. Hello, sir. Greetings.
Good day. I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help.
I am. I need a gentleman by the name of Caius Cosades.
Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door. Not the upper door to the terrace, then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street.
Sounds good. Thank you. You've been useful. May you always be so useful. You must be Caius.
What? Yes, I'm Caius Cosades. But what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Cosades? What are you talking about? So you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it.
I shall.
Yes, very interesting. So, it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders?
If so, yeah, I can follow your orders, if only to see where this destiny is going to lead, and how to make it my own.
Good. Welcome to the service, novice. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers.
Tell me about the Blades trainers.
These Blades agents offer training.
I'm interested in training. I'm interested in growth and development.
Look for Rithleen, Tyre Malin, and Nine Toes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Surain Leorian. In Aldroon, see Gildan. Jorvar Horsemouth lives in a hut west of Aldroon. And Ellen and the Scout can be found at Errol's Trade House in Seda Neen.
Let's see. Do you even report to the Spy Master? Is that a Caius Cosades smile emoji? Orgus, where did you get that, homie? I need that in my life. That is Caius's hair on a smiley emoji. That's incredible. I love that. Leave my immaculate physique alone, but everything else in the house is yours. Yeah, this old man definitely lifts.
I also know of a few Blades trainers on the mainland if you ever find yourself there. Idra Uvalin lives in Firewatch. You can find Aquilinius at the Ebon Tower in Old Ebonheart. And Dur has a house in Andothrin. There may be other agents working on the mainland, but these are all you need to know about right now.
Fair. Give me my orders. No TV, no video games. He hits the skooma pipe and does crunches for 16 hours.
First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own. Look for freelance work or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back, and I'll have orders for you.
Money is only useful to obtain training and spellcraft. I'll not be using it for anything else. So we're a beggar knight, we're a mendicant knight, which means that we're going to be using equipment that we find in the field. So we will only be using what we find and what we take. That is all. Everything else, spells we can buy. Water, we can get water, because clean water is at a premium, but most things we spend our cash on are going to be training and going to be spellcraft. We are going to really be walking that road of royalty in this playthrough. So you said freelance work, which is what I'm not interested in your guilds.
You can always just wander around and ask for work. Hunt monsters and sell their hides, collect ingredients for alchemists, prey on bandits and smugglers, search ruins for loot. All you need are better skills and conditioning, and knowledge of Morrowind. And spend what you earn on equipment and training. Then come back a little less wet behind the ears, and I won't have to worry so much about you when I send you out on a mission.
Done. And do you have any advice for living in this province?
How do you judge a job's difficulty? Consider 3 things: location, opposition, and payoff. Long walks into the wilderness are usually tougher than local or town tasks. Tough opponents make tough jobs. Daedra, vampires, rogue Telvanni, you'll learn which ones to look out for. And finally, if the reward offered is large, the dangers will be large too.
Sounds good. So what we will do then is we will go to Elone and seek her training out, starting in our first town we were in. And that seems like a good place to go back to start eating weakness.
Elone the Scout can usually be found at Aril's trade house in Seydanim. You know where that is. You arrived in Seydanim by boat.
That's where we'll go then. So he gave us 476 gold, which is decent of him. I suppose the next thing we should do then is see if we can't get an absorb fatigue spell. Learn our first word of royalty. Get rid of some of this shit. Wait. Guess we'll start with Sean. Hello, Sean.
I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone.
Brooke, welcome. Hello, the Duchess has arrived. Welcome in, Brooke. Gonna be playing a little longer here, then I'm gonna take a break to eat, and I'll be back at it. We're gonna do this in like hour and 30-minute increments, I think, is how we're gonna do this playthrough. And then later on today, we're also gonna play the other build too, the other character. But we're gonna have 2 characters going. One is an IMGA starting in Morrowind. The other is going to be our Valaria, our paladin in Cyrodiil proper. So, but we are looking for a spell of absorb fatigue right now. A suggestion: get yourself a more suitable outfit, unless you don't mind being mistaken for a slave or a pauper. I am a pauper. I'm a mendicant knight. Be careful with that tongue of yours. Someone might cut it out, bitch. She has nothing I want anyway. Glad I don't have to service you. You're rude. You're very rude, Mr. Styridon. Very rude.
Greetings, citizen. I'm Moraine Dren. Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Hlalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for some absorb spells. Which you do not have either, so we will leave you then.
Speak, traveler.
You're my last shot. I'm Masseline Marion, the Breton, Guild Guide. I provide instantaneous transports between various Mages Guild halls on Vardenfell. What is your destination? I can also help with local information. Do you need services? Are you looking for some specific place? Or for someone in particular? I'm looking for a specific spell, which you may or may not have. And you don't. In fact, this guild has nothing which I seek. Rather useless to me. What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want to try local brews? Need something to help in a fight? Some Telvanni bugmusk to bring you a mate? Or a way to get those high places where your hands cannot reach? I can do telekinesis for that. So, Ajira, I don't need anything from you. But have a good day.
Can we hurry this along?
I greatly want to kill this lady. But it's not useful to me at this time. In fact, it would be very unuseful to me. But we may revisit her while she's sleeping some night and just kill her. Rudeness is a great crime, after all. Let's go to the outfitter and see if we can at least pick up some paint supplies, since this particular place is utterly useless to me in terms of spellcraft. Hello, good sir. Welcome to my shop, IMGA. Here you'll find the best selection of oddments in Vardenfell. And if you need clothing or potions, we have some of those as well. How about painting supplies? We'll do regular palette. I like that. Does anybody see a paintbrush? Ah, here we are, paintbrush. There we are, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, and an easel. Oh, I just need an easel. It's the last thing I need. And we can paint. I don't see an easel. I want to paint here. Stove? A stove? Sketchbook? Got some fishing supplies. Oh my gosh, a tent. So it was money given. We're going to get a tent. We're going to get us a tent. We'll get us a tent common. That's very useful. We'll need that. got a bottle for water. Oh, this is so cool. We just need an easel now is all we need. I don't think he has it. Tools. Other, maybe? Yeah, there's other. That kind of filters for us. Oh, there it is. Right there. Easel. But he's only got the expensive easel, which sucks. Because I'm a beggar, so we'll talk him down a little bit. 280. And I think that's everything we need in order to paint a proper picture. Isn't it? Canvas wide. Canvas square. Parchment. Is that the only choice, though? Let's see what else we got. Yeah, it would be a canvas. Okay. Let's try 5 of these. Oh, wow. That's very expensive. Okay. So we're not going to be able to afford 5 right now. We only need 1 for now. So let's put back 3. There we go. Where does that get us? 414 now. Which is, of course, negotiable. 380. There we are. Beautiful. We've got our tent, and yeah, we're pretty much ready for the road now. We can head back, and when we get to Saint Denis, we'll paint. We'll find a nice spot to paint Saint Denis from. What's the weather look like up my way? We are getting buried, Brooke. I'd say we've got at least 6 inches so far. 5 to 6 inches. How's things going where you're at? What the hell is an IMGA? Why, good sir, an IMGA is a superior being of both cunning and intellect. Foul-smelling man-beast. What is an IMGA? $6 p.m. Yeah, if we make good time on the road, we will make it back to Saint Denis in time. Yeah, 6 p.m. We might even be able to get there at sunset, which will make for a beautiful painting. That sounds like a lot more than what I have here of snow. Yeah, we're getting beat up pretty bad here. We're getting battered pretty good here. I ordered a pizza, though, so we're in good shape. I'm cold. It is rather cold out. Stupid creature. Stupid creature. I respect your struggle for life, though. Kind of an overcast, dreary day, a perfect representation, I feel like, for Satanine. I think it's going to make for a worthy painting. Well, pizza was already ordered. Yeah, pizza got ordered a few hours ago, so I've just got it here. And it's just sitting in the warmer right now. Plus, I've got a air fryer where we can always just heat it right back up. But, yeah, no, I made sure to order it before it got too bad. Because, yeah, all the delivery services are going to shut the fuck down here probably within the next hour or so. Because we could get up to 12 inches if we get that. Like, they'll run now. Like, for now, they'll run fine. But if we get another 6 inches, there won't be anything running. Nothing. Yeah, see, I think you're in Texas, and I know Texas doesn't have a lot of the equipment that, say, we have. Like, we've got snow plows, we got all kinds of crazy stuff, and I am very cold now. That's not good. Ooh, look at that. We're going to have to warm the hell up here. Cold and rainy in the northeasternmost part of Tamriel is not the greatest combo in the world. But I want to paint. And I think this rock will be a spectacular place to paint before we make camp for the night. Yes. What do we think of that? I like that. We even get the sunset? Yeah. Let's go ahead and set up. Oh, you're in Central Kentucky. For some reason, I was thinking Texas. Okay, Central Kentucky. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot too, for sure. I've got regular paint. What? Okay, well, apparently I'm doing this mechanic wrong. And apparently all the stuff I bought is useless. Huh. Looks like we're doing an oil painting. So now let's try it. Okay. Close. Okay, you're close to Texas. Southern Oklahoma's where you're at. How you guys faring? We'll go high contrast. Lower brightness. I like that right there. Oil paintings require high skill before they start looking detailed. Increased contrast. Yeah, we want high contrast to more defined paint lines. Yep. Hold right click to hide menu and move camera. Well, the other problem is I can't access the full menu and select paint, which sucks. The paint, it's too tall. I can't access it. Now I'm stuck. Now this won't go away. Uh-oh. I'll have to learn a little bit more about how this paint thing works, but yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Uh-oh. I like brightness 35, but I don't know how to get back. Right-click to hide menu and move camera. So holding right-click's not doing anything. That's not doing anything. Yeah, I think I fucking trapped myself. Alright, well, I'll do the rework off camera. It's time for me to get something to eat anyway. And then when I come back, I will show you the painting I made. when I finally figure out how to do this. But yeah, a lot of fun. I like these new mechanics that have been added into the game for sure. We'll be able to paint. We'll be able to fish. We're going to live kind of as a beggar on this particular build. When I come back, though, I'll show the painting off, but then it's probably going to be Valaria's build next. And we'll kind of alternate as I see fit between the two characters, two very different characters. But yeah, been fun. Been a fun start. But yeah, I've kind of fucked myself here, so I will do the rework from where I last saved, and we'll go from there. Take care, guys. Stay warm.